Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you?
Great.
Welcome to our third annual Hop and Skip closing ceremony for our Hop and Skip students. We have gathered here today to recognize these beautiful young people that have dedicated their Saturdays to come here with us to learn more about STEM and furthering your journey as you go forward into trying to pursue STEM. Ms. McFarland and I are very grateful for having the opportunity of working with such respectful, intelligent, bright, energetic students this year. We had the pleasure of working with close to 30 students all together between Hop and Skip. Parents, thank you. You also dedicated your time, your Saturdays to come and be with us. I would like to take this opportunity to thank our partners. We partner with some of the high schools that you attend in Prince George's County as well as in the District of Columbia. So thank you to all of our partners. Thank you to all of the presenters that have dedicated their time and effort with you on these Saturdays to show you and showcase to you what it's like to be a professional in their career. Thank you to all the mentors who have dedicated their time as well to come here on Saturdays during our mentoring component of our program. We're very thankful for them. You guys have connected and networked, right? Recommendation letters, ideas of other programs, right, students? Okay. We have asked Ms. Kaya Moody to come up and share how she has felt about the program thus far.
Good morning. My name is Kaya Moody. I stand before you today to talk about my experience over the last 3 years. First, I would like to thank Ms. Terry and Ms. McFarland for the opportunity to speak this morning. This is not something I normally do, however, I am thankful. I had the pleasure of meeting these two ladies at the JUMP Summer Program as a rising 9th grader. This program was an introduction to how cool STEM really is. By the end of the summer program, I knew I wanted to start my STEM journey and continue learning more, so I submitted my application for the HOP program. This program did not disappoint. When it was time to apply for SCIP, I remember telling my mom I did not want to attend this year because none of my old friends were returning. Nevertheless, I'm here. To be honest, I'm glad I did. I had so much fun. I really loved how Ms. Terry and Mrs. Farley created a family environment in each program. I have fostered new friendships and built long-lasting relationships with our mentors. All of the students got along. We learned together and we laughed together. The mentors, especially Lauren, were relatable, down to earth, and provided sound advice. I appreciate all the knowledge I have been given from STEM professionals and our students. All three programs were a huge support system to make sure that we were well prepared for the years to come. While being in these programs, I've learned so many things, especially how to prepare for college. I also learned that there is more to pharmacy than counting pills and filling prescriptions. I've been exposed to various STEM-related professions like software engineering, medical research, and pharmacy. A few of my memorable moments include making cough syrup, counting pills, looking at plant cells through a microscope, listening to presentations on how to prepare for college, doing group projects on cybersecurity, researching diseases, and making a video presentation about our findings. Lastly, interacting with the panelists during the path of Bison baton as they are where I aspire to be one day. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself throughout all three programs. I'm truly going to miss I'm truly going to miss you all as you have encouraged and inspired me to be better than great. I know I'm ready for whatever comes my way thanks to this platform. Thank you.
Thank you again for being here with us this morning. So, Mr. Dilby Hussein, a fourth-year pharmacy student who will be graduating in about a week, is from the cold state of Minnesota. He is a first-generation college student and the oldest of 7 siblings. He prides himself in being bilingual and always taking on leadership roles such as student council executive vice president. Pharmacy informatics is his area of interest after graduation, but he has always enjoyed giving back to his community by mentoring the youth. Mr. Hussein lives the motto, each one teach one, because of his beliefs that being a mentor is a great honor, but inspiring and making a difference in one's life is an even greater prestige. Dilby believes the world is yours, and majoring in STEM and healthcare professions is securing a promising future that will stand the test of time. He is confident that the world has a need for young, educated minds of color to further the advancement of STEM and healthcare. He would like to encourage you all to take advantage of the great opportunities that are in front of you. So without further ado, please welcome our 2018-2019 keynote speaker, Mr. Dilby Hussein.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
First, I'd like to thank Ms. McFarland and Ms. Terry, as well as the NWDP program for allowing me to give me this opportunity to talk. It's an honor. I would never expect myself to speak in front of the students or parents at this point in my life yet. I think it's too early, but I was honored and I had the pleasure of doing so. First, I would like to give a round of applause for the parents for pushing the kids into this program. I never had that kind of opportunity when I was younger. None of my parents had any education about this kind of things, as well as the students yourselves. You guys came here on Saturdays. I don't know if your parents pushed you or forced you, but maybe some of you did have genuine interest. But in the future, you guys will have, you'll see and reflect the benefits of this program. Sooner or later, 3 years down, 4 years down, you realize the things that you've learned are actually impacting your life in a positive way. So with that, some of you guys I've spoken with at times in the groups over the past couple of years, and I've seen you guys see this drive and potential, and I've seen motivation and perseverance in you. And that's one thing I'd like to touch on is motivation and perseverance, as well as giving back. My story is that my parents from Ethiopia ran from the country late 80s as refugees. Then they flew out to America for a sponsorship to a Catholic church. Went to California, no jobs at all. There was some discrimination back in the early 90s for my parents. Then they moved to South Dakota, worked at a meat factory for low paying, minimum payment. Then finally got to Minnesota, and that's where I grew all my life. As you heard from my bio, oldest out of 7 kids. My youngest is, my youngest sibling is a 3rd grader, so he's a huge age gap. I'm 28, so it's lots of siblings in between. From elementary, middle school, and high school. From that, my parents never had any education. My dad got a GED, mom had no education at all. Both are janitors till today, so they sacrificed their careers or education aspirations for their children. And now I'm here about to be a doctor of pharmacy. And with that, I really applaud my parents for being this far, and I know you guys will soon to be do that for your parents in the future and realize the reason why your parents push you. With that, my unique thing about motivation and perseverance for my story is that once I got to high school, I did the whole K through 12, and I got to college, and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I liked science, and I'll never forget this moment in life where I was didn't know what I wanted to do, and I had this physics teacher that I thought I wanted to be an engineer, so I was taking AP Physics. And some of you may have known the story from last Saturday I told. The physics teacher told me and laughed in my face that I would never be an engineer. So that really deterred me, but I let that defeat me and doubted myself. That deterred me, got me into science and chemistry major. In college, I still didn't know what I wanted to do, and I'm a mother, they push for you for the best. So she told me to stay on one major because I kept switching. So at this point, as advice for the parents is that sometimes pushing your kids to one thing might be forceful, and the kids might resent themselves later in life. So my advice for the parents is let the kids grow, explore the waters, and kind of find themselves. And then the students, though, there's a reason why your parents push you to choose a major early on in life or a path. It's because they don't want you to dwell in college and wait and graduate late with current interest or loans and whatnot. They don't want you to be graduating something like very fast. So I did find my path. Pharmacy was my thing that I wanted to do. But at that time, I had nobody in my family that was educated. No college degrees, no doctorate degree. So because of that impacted me negatively where I wasn't able to graduate on time. I didn't know what PCAT was, what's MCAT, didn't know what the process was. So I started late. When my colleagues started third year in college, I started after I graduated. So there's a 2-year gap in my life between college and pharmacy school, which I didn't know what I was doing in life. It was a dark time. And then also priorities in college. That also failed me in my life, where I was taking 3 science courses, which you guys may know already, 20 hours a week, had a low GPA because of that, dropped the course, and that also pushed back my graduation time. So with that, all the things that happen in your life is a lesson. You guys will go from it. It's an opportunity to go. It's not a negative thing. That's not a mistake in life. It's just something that happened in your life, a bump, a setback. So you guys persevere through that and keep pushing. So that's what I did. I persevered through college. 2 years didn't know what I was doing. I was trying to apply to colleges. So I applied to 10 colleges. So you guys are almost at that stage in a couple of years. And 10 colleges of pharmacy school. But I had a low GPA, low PCAT score. So I had rejection after rejection after rejection, right? So that's when the 2 years between pharmacy and college undergraduate and pharmacy school, I was in the dark room because I didn't know, was I good enough? Didn't know what I was going to do in my life. My mom kept yelling at me, saying, what are you going to do? She thought that I was in the pharmacy. Like, I am. It's like, well, she didn't believe me. I kept working full time, going home. And she's like, okay, what's not paying rent then? I was like, oh, okay. So, but she had a reason. It was out of love and she really wanted to push me. So I still studied for the PCAT. After about the 5th rejection, I became numb to rejections. So at that point, I'm like, okay, this is, I don't know if I'm good enough at all. Then the 6th, the 7th, and I expected rejections to come in. But by the 10th rejection, how are you rejecting me as well? And at that point, I really did faith. I was like, okay, my parents got me this far. They sacrificed everything for me, and I had to do something. So I started studying for the PCAT again, and as soon as I shifted my positive thinking to a better way of studying, that's one thing also is to take away your attitude. That's one of the mantras I'm living in my life is that your attitude determines your altitude in life. No matter how bad things get, always have the optimistic and always have a positive attitude. No matter what circumstance it is, your friends, schoolwork, your parents, your loved ones. When you have a positive attitude, it will show and naturally will vibe off you, and people will get attracted to that. So I kept that positive attitude, I kept the perseverance, and motivation with my parents. And Howard got back to me saying, okay, we took a second look at your application and we got you an interview. I was jumping up and down the pharmacy doing work. We were working 2 full-time jobs. I went out and got my interview. I told my parents, and my mom started crying. She said, I don't want you to leave the house and go far away, but I had to. That was my journey. When you think about, that's one thing unique about life is that everyone's unique in their ways, or their journey is different, their circumstances is different. If you look to one another, you're left and you're right. And one day you'll cross paths with one of your colleagues when you're sitting next to you in the future, 5 years, 6 years, and you'll be like, hey, I met you in a program in high school, what are you up to now? So that unique path for me, that journey I have to take to go to pharmacy school, away from my family, to self-growth and to learn And I really am happy that I did leave the house because I learned so much in life. I did things that I never did before. And you guys probably do right now in high school, which I'm really proud of you. I was never involved in high school, or didn't live in organizations, didn't take leadership positions, which I did all that in pharmacy school. And I accomplished that. So the thing about that is that my journey from that point, I got accepted to pharmacy school, did things I never did before, had GPAs that I never had before, top of my class. And I finally got to be a doctor of pharmacy, and I'm going to be working across the street from you guys, so I'll still be around. With that, I would like to tell you that I persevered, I had motivation, a positive attitude, and you guys, if you have the same thing, you guys will also follow each part of life. You guys are doing great work right now. The fact that you guys are here on Saturdays, that shows a lot. To me, that's the potential that you guys have, that you guys want to grow or learn. Even if it's 1%, something that you guys take away from anything, it's something that you will retain in the future and look back on and reflect on. Despite the obstacles you guys will face in life, the setbacks, you guys will, if you have a positive attitude, you will finish in life. There will be people that will doubt you. I had a friend that came to me on graduation in college, an undergrad, that told me, I never thought you would be that person I never expected you to be a scientist or go to pharmacy school. So you can see people already have notions and a picture of you, a doubt in you, and that they think that you have no potentials. Whether it be your best friend, it could be a stranger, it could be a loved one, or someone that you never even met. That doubt should never be yourself. You should doubt yourself, and that's the job for others to doubt you. Let them doubt you, and you prove them wrong. So you need that, you break down the doubt, the obstacles, and you show them that you are capable. Anybody is capable of anything as long as you focus. I got to a point where I thought I was smart enough to go to pharmacy school, I would make it, and that's when I had to shift my thinking, knowing that I have the potential and I could do it. You guys are here, you guys want to check out things I got to the program, I'm really proud of you guys. And you guys will, despite facing obstacles, you will go exam. You will cry one day about your training exams. I've been there, and I thought my life was over, but it's just a teaching moment. If you never had any courage in life, you never were able to learn how to cope with failures down the road when you actually hit a broad obstacles. So the small things you guys will face in life as a challenge, accept it, embrace it, because it will set you up to be a better person in the future. With that, this is your turn. This is, you guys are the biggest motivator. This is your time to shine. You guys have so much ahead of you. Explore everything. Don't ever reject an opportunity and say no. I've been down, you guys might experience that. I've experienced that. We all probably did. If you say no to an opportunity, you never know what you could have gained from that opportunity. No matter how much you have this interest in that, just check it out. Explore it, whether it be volunteering, a subject, a talk, a speech, going to a place that you've never been before. You guys will learn something from that, and I guarantee you, it happened to me, it happened to almost all of the parents. 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, you guys will see that whatever you learn in that moment in life back then will actually help you impact in a big way, and actually you have a better hand, you have a leverage in whatever situation you may be in. So I encourage you to push forward and have that perseverance, have that motivation, and in the end, to give back. I'm here to give back to the mentees, as well as the parents, because I've come far in life where I've learned so much things that I haven't learned that have shown me as a guidance that I would like to give you guys that you guys may not see in the future or that may help you. So that's why I have, the fact that I have many siblings is why I have a passion to be around young children or youth to kind of show them the way. So once you guys make it, whether you want to be an anesthesiologist, a doctor, an engineer, a lawyer, podiatrist, you guys for sure I would love for you guys to get back because there's people like me, Ms. Terry, Ms. Paulin, Jasmine, that you guys have seen before as well in the program, have dedicated their time to help you guys get the best experience. So once you guys have made it, give back, whether it be advice, either their ear, giving their time, anything, as long as that setup continues, our generation of youth will continue to flourish. With that, I wish you the best in future endeavors. Thank you and congratulations for graduating from this program, as well as for the parents for pushing your young ones. I'm really proud of you, proud of you guys doing that. I know I've seen the group lead little chats. My child can't make it. They have to attend rehearsal practice. So you have busy children. I'm proud of that. But the fact that you guys make your time to come here and make that time out of your way to bring your students here, I really appreciate that, because there's a lot of parents who don't realize there's so many programs or potential programs that can help their students flourish in the future, which I wish I had when I was younger, and my parents were also aware of. And the students, listen to your parents, but as well as follow your dreams, and make sure that whatever you guys focus on, you guys do the best as you, the best abilities as you can to whatever you want to become, and make sure you're the best at it, and then get back in at the end of the day. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mr. McFarland, Ms. Terry, the program, for giving me the opportunity to speak to you guys. And I congratulate all the students as well as the parents. Thank you again.
The awarding of the students. Next up is SCIP students.
Our lives are one big puzzle. We don't know how many pieces we've got. There are people that fit in quite nicely, and people who try but do not. We're constantly adding more pieces, all the memories of things we've been through. We add laughter and tears and adventure, and the lessons we've learned to be true. Everyone has their own puzzle. There will be ones where you do not fit. Do not ever dare to make your pieces smaller, just so you can live there for a bit. If you keep cutting off all your edges, one day you won't recognize what you see, and you'll forget the person you once were before the world told you who you should be. Make the most of each piece in your puzzle. It'll be a grand masterpiece when it's done, so you won't have to look back when it's over and realize you've left out the sun.